What's up, everyone? I'm Bill. I'm with Cali Track Days, and today we are working on our 2018 MT09. We're going to walk you guys through step by step on how to remove the gas tank from the MT09. We are going to be doing some upgrades on this, and we're going to be doing the air filter along with some fog lights and some heated hand grips. So make sure you stay tuned for those videos. But today we're going to walk you through just removing the gas tank so we can get underneath it and get everything replaced. So let's get to work. First thing you're going to have to do is make sure you've got the key right underneath. We're going to get our seat removed. And now we've got everything exposed and the bolts that we need to take out. Now there's a lot of plastic covers on here and plastic clips. Now we've already removed these plastic clips because they're a little time consuming to get out. But they are simply just the push clips. So you'll see here, they're just the push clips. So you're going to push these clips in and pull the clips out. So there's 2 in the front fins and there's 4 in the front housing. And we're going to reference right now where those clips are. What you're going to need is, I've got these long sockets. We are doing a 4mm and a 5mm sockets. Those are the only 2 you need to remove this gas tank. So I've already loosened everything up. So let's see, we're going to go with our 4mm. On the side, once you get the fins unclipped, there are 2 small bolts right here on each side that you'll have to remove. That is with the 4mm. So once these are removed, then the fins and these dummy fins, they unclip and they come right out. Okay? So this is all we need to remove. We don't need to remove the front fin part or any of the electronics to take the tank off. And on the other side, again, just to reference it, it's here. So we're going to remove this, again, 4mm socket, or Allen. And then there's a little clip, and that comes undone. All right. Again, right up top, there are 4 little clips that hold this housing down. So if you take a look here, we've got 2 here and 2 here. We've already removed them, and we'll show you that as a reference. Right up top, we actually have our, let's get over here to our 5mm. And our 5mm is for the front head bolt right underneath the forks. And we'll get this, I use these extensions because they're nice and easy. So we're going to remove this one. So that's our only 5mm. The rest of them are all 4mm. Back to our 4mm, there's 2 4mm bolts facing down into the subframe of the motorcycle. So we're going to remove the 2 4s. And that's it. Our tank is actually now free. Now's the struggle of actually getting the tank up. There's 2 vacuum lines that you'll have to unclip. There are little silver clips that you push and pull off the vacuum line, yank the vacuum lines off. There'll be 1 plug for the fuel gauge. You'll just clip that and unplug it. And then there's a the fuel line. And the fuel line has got a little push on it. You're going to push it and pull it off. A little bit of fuel might drip out, but it's not going to pour out with gas. So there's no need to drain the tank. And then once we have that, I am going to put a rag underneath just to seep up any little bit that seeps in. But it should be good. So let's grab a towel. And let's see here. So once we've got this loose, there's the little rubber grommets right up on top of the tank. I missed 2 bolts. There are actually 2 4mm bolts, again, right here. In this silver, these silver bolts have to come out. 1 on each side, same location. And then we're free. All right. So now we're going to get up here and we're going to pull this tank back. And we'll get the rag under there. So I'm first going to pull the vacuum lines off. They're fairly easy and there's not much fight. And then we'll show you these little silver clips, and we'll show you a little picture here of the finished product once it's completely off. So now with those vacuum lines off, I'm able to actually pick up the tank a little bit further. Now we can get to the, excuse me, I'm going to be behind the tank here. The power, the plug for the gauge is just a little push clip. You pull it right off. And let's see how this one works. The fuel. All right, so the fuel has got a little clip that you're actually going to pop outwards. So I'm going to grab a little flathead screwdriver. Let's get a small one. There we go. And so you're going to put it in the clip and pop the clip out, and then the fuel tank should release. And I've got my rag under here just in case. All right, so we've got it unclipped. And we'll go ahead and pull the fuel, just a few little drips. And our tank is free. Now we've got fuel in here. I think there's about a quarter tank. But you'll see on the bottom here, let's get up here a little bit. So you'll see on the bottom here, you've got the fuel gauge clip and then the gas gauge. And these are the two just little vacuum vents. So these are the three lines and the cord. And then we're free with the tank, so we can go ahead and set this aside. And now we've got complete access here to our airbox. And all of our electronics up to our battery, so we can run the wires nice through the frame into the battery, so we can get our heated hand grips. We can also run the fog lights up through here. I think we've got some block off plates that we're going to install at some point, so this will make it nice and easy. So there's a lot of different things that we're going to be doing to this, so that's great. But now we've got access. So obviously putting it back on is just the reverse of what we've done, so you can follow that backwards. And we're going to get into the next video with installing the airbox and the BMC filter and getting the heated hand grips on. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe.